At this time tomorrow. The marketplace was unusually quiet that morning. Traders whispered, mothers held their children close, and the air carried the heaviness of fear. For months, the city had endured famine. Food was scarce, prices soared beyond what the poor could afford, and even the wealthy struggled to eat. Hunger was everywhere, and hope seemed to have fled. In the midst of this despair, the prophet stood at the city gate. His cloak was worn, his eyes steady, and his voice carried a certainty that startled even the most doubtful listener. "Hear the word of the Lord," he declared. "At this time tomorrow, the famine will be broken. Food will flow in abundance, and what is costly today will be cheap tomorrow." The crowd stirred. Some bowed their heads, trembling at the audacity of the word. Others sneered, mocking the idea that change could come so quickly. One nobleman even laughed, "Even if heaven itself opened, how could such a thing be?" But the prophet did not argue. He simply repeated, "At this time tomorrow." That night, while the city slept in despair, God was already moving. Unknown to them, their enemies, who had laid siege for months, heard a sound like a mighty army advancing. Terrified, they fled in the dark, leaving behind tents full of food, clothing, gold, and supplies. At dawn, a few desperate men stumbled upon the abandoned camp. Their eyes widened at the sight of bread, roasted meat, and overflowing treasures. They ran back to the city with the news. And just as the prophet had spoken, at this time tomorrow, the famine broke. Food was sold at the gate for a price so low that the poor could feast again. Some wept with joy, some fell to their knees in worship, and others remembered the prophet's word with trembling hearts. The significance for believers. The story of "At this time tomorrow" teaches believers that God's word through his prophet carries power. It is not man's idea, but divine decree. Timing is in God's hand. What seems impossible in a moment can change overnight. Faith separates the receivers from the doubters. Those who believe experience the fulfillment. God honors his word. It will not return void, but will accomplish its purpose. For the believer, these words remind us to hold fast to the prophetic word, even when circumstances look dark. The shift can happen suddenly, at this time tomorrow. Like, share, follow and comment for more.